going to take you through a quick tutorial on matte painting. To begin with, we start by creating a new artboard. Okay, so there we go. Now, this is going to be our background. So, selecting the move tool, we move the image right onto our blank workspace. Then we use the Ctrl T to adjust the size, holding the shift to give a perfect image so that we don't distort the image at the end of the day. Press the mark sign or enter. Okay, so there we go. Now we duplicate it by pressing Ctrl J. We rename so that we do not get confused on which layer or image we're using. So I'll name it the Starry Sky. Name the same thing to us as Starry Sky I or 1. Let's enter. So now we'll move on to the next step, which is to bring, let's unlock this, we bring this one as well, same procedure. Ctrl T. Adjust it. Okay, I think this is perfect. Alright. We continue by creating a layer mask. So we bring the Starry Sky up on it, on top of this layer, and we reduce the opacity so we can clearly see what's beneath it. Now we're going to adjust it. We are going to blend these two. We are going to blend these two images so that they become one background. That's what I want to do. You add a layer mask to it. Going down there, add layer mask. As you can see, select the brush tool, shortcut B, increase the brush size. It's just perfect for the moon. We are going to bring out the shape and all that of the moon. So yeah, there we go. So now I've made the layer visible. Now we press the eye over here to make a layer visible. On it, Control T, we adjust the size again, holding Shift. Okay. There we go. So now we create another layer mask on the moon layer. Let's rename this so we don't get confused. So I'll name it the moon background. The moon sky background is plural. Moon sky. We add another layer mask and we blend the image so that the two images become one. So you click and drag. This technique works as the same as you using an eraser or a painting brush to paint over an image or a paper or any surface of your choice. So we increase the brush size, reduce the opacity a little bit and the flow as well, so it blends perfectly into the background, so it doesn't look like two images, so that it just looks perfect and it looks like one image. Okay, so now we've gotten our background. Our background is almost ready. Make sure that everything is in place. It blends perfectly into the background. So now we'll increase the opacity a little bit, so you can really feel the star effect on the background. So yeah, let's see that work for the meantime. Moving on, we bring on board our next image, which is this very nice image. Same procedure we did for the other two. This is where I'll place in the image, so I have to considering the adjustments and all that. Okay, then enter on the keyboard. Now, since these two images look so different, for instance, just look at this and look at this one as well. I'm talking about the color and all that. It has to be uniform so that the image will look like one. Remember, we are creating an image that when anyone sees it, the person will think that it was taken once. So we will change the color of the image so that it blends with the background. So we do that by selecting image on the title bar, move on to adjustment, then match color down there. We continue by selecting the source of the image. So I'll select the JPEG. Oh no, this is too deep. Let's select the sky. Alright, then increase the fade a little bit. Okay, then press OK. We blend all the images together to become one. Don't forget, we want to achieve the fact that it has to be an image, so it should be uniform and blended all together. So we continue by adding a layer mask to this. Now, layer mask helps you to hide or reveal portion of an image. So let's say with this image I just added a layer mask. Now you select the brush tool to hide. So now we are hiding portion of this image. You see, get it? We are hiding portion of this image to bring on board the image or portion of the image beneath it. So you get to see that. Let's increase the flow and opacity so it becomes visible enough. We are working on the edges, so yeah. There you go. Keep on brushing. Increase the brush size, decrease the flow and the opacity. So now we blend into the background. So the image looks one so perfect. Now I don't want these things to appear, so I'll just keep on blending. Keep on blending till keep on using the tool till you're satisfied enough with what you see. Now I like this tool because it's quite easy to use, but then there are so many ways you could achieve this. The layer mask makes it so it's quite simple, easy, and doesn't really require any difficult procedures. So we decrease the brush size so that we could work on the upper part of the mountain to blend into the background, to blend into the skies. Yeah. So almost through with it. Okay. Let's change it a little bit and review the part of the image. Okay, so we're almost done. Now you see the moon is up high, and so it has to reflect a certain little bit of light around it. So that's what I want to create. So I do that by drawing an ellipse, by selecting the ellipse tool, or just the ellipse tool. You have the ellipse tool, or you can press the U. That is the same. So you select shift, you hold shift, click, and then you drag to draw the size you want. So after this, we position it. We'll have to blur so that it blends with the background and all that for the moon itself. So we've got to filter on the title bar, then select the blur, then we go for the caution blur, convert to smart object as well, so you can edit it. So now, see the changes. Okay, so I think this is perfect for our image and for what we want to achieve. And since it's reflecting, it has to reflect a light over here so it looks realistic. So we do that, we achieve that by using the pen tool to draw a shape. So now just any shape as long as it can show your reflection and all that. That's how I do it. You can do it in your own way. Right click, you select the fill path and select color, and choose any color of your choice. So let's see, now I'll go to the reflection better. Then select OK. Now this is too harsh, this is too much for a reflection on this calm and solemn background. So you select the thing, that's a move tool. You change, now you come over here, you change the normal to any of the options over here. Just play around it. You check them out. You select the one that will be suitable for your image, and then I think that's cool. Let's choose this. Let's blur this once more. Blur and go for the caution here. Yes, this is okay. So I think I should reduce the opacity a little bit. Okay. So now, when you take a deeper look at the image, the background, you could see two figures over there, and then I don't want them in my image, so I will simply crop them out by using the the healing brush tool. Shortcut is J. So, and this works by pressing on Alt, click on the area you want to replace the image with. Now this is too deep. Select. Let's increase the brush a little bit. Okay, so you Alt click, then okay, so we have to select the image. Okay, sorry about that. Select, so you select, there we go. It kind of looks fake, so let's fix it. Okay, so now taking a closer look at this, there are two human beings over there. So, and then I don't want them in my composition. So all we have to do is to select the healing brush tool. Shortcut is J, and this works by Alt clicking on the surface you want to replace your image with. So Alt and then Alt click, and then I hold, and then it works just like that. So you see, my images are no longer there. Okay, so we go back to the move tool, and voila, have a nice composition with no distraction in the background. Now we move on to our next item for the composition, which is our spacecraft ship. Now we move, so, and just as we did for the previous ones, we change the color by going to image, adjustment, then match color. So now we select our source, which will be the sky edit. Yeah, that's how I named it. No, this is too deep. This is too deep, and it doesn't even look real. So fade it a little bit, fade the color a little bit. Okay, and I think this is just okay. Now this, we will have to adjust the size. We will have to adjust the size. Okay, so now we'll have to adjust the size. No, this too big. Make it a little bit smaller. There we go. Let's increase the size of the image so you can see clearly, and adjust it a little bit because it seems that it's not really stable and it's not on the ground. So we do that by adjusting the shape with this tool, so it looks a little bit real and all that. Okay, so I think with this, let's see. Okay, it's not bad. Yeah. Then, so now we zoom out. So looking at this, it doesn't look so real, so we'll have to create a shadow beneath it so that you can easily see that it's standing on something. So create another layer for that, bring it beneath the layer of the image. This is the layer, so this is our new layer created. We continue by selecting the brush tool, then just paint around it. Let's decrease the brush size. Paint around it. Just like that. So the shadows look real to tell that at least there is something there. Let's increase the opacity and flow. Okay. So you're almost done. Doesn't it look real? It does. Let's create something else here to show a little piece. Okay, fine. Let's redo this. Let's reduce the opacity so it won't be all that bright. Okay, so you're almost done with this. Now we've used all our images, meaning we're almost done. Now this is the point where I say you could either save your work just like that, or you could add a little adjustment to it by selecting any of the adjustment layers. So I'll go for the color lookup. That's my favorite because you get filters over here. Then you adjust it just the way you want them to. Go for no, this is too dark. No, let's go for the Kodak. Okay, I think this is really nice. No, let's go for the Kodak, the second one. Okay, should go for this. Okay, this is not bad. This too is not bad at all. let's go for this. So you bring it on top of all the layers so that it will affect all the image. Now let's see if we can do a little adjustment over here. Then I think we are almost done with it. We'll add another adjustment layer. So we are almost done with it. Now this is the point where I say you could just leave it like that, or you could add a little adjustment to it, a little color or a little adjustment to it to give it a little taste. So I'll use my adjustment and I'll go for the color lookup. But here there are varieties of filters you could choose to edit your picture, and I'll go for I'll choose this. Okay, then decrease the opacity a little bit. Then okay, so this is our matte painting. There's more adjustment to it. And let's decrease the light a little bit. Okay. Let's decrease the fill rather. Okay, so that brings us to the end of our quick tutorial on matte painting. Thank you for watching, and I hope you loved it. See you another time. Bye.